Have you ever asked yourself, why do some men walk into a room and instantly stir something in women while others, despite being kind, available, and respectful, are invisible? Why is it that the man who listens, who buys flowers, who says all the right things, still ends up in the friend zone? The answer is uncomfortable but powerful. Desire does not respond to kindness. It responds to emotional power, and no one understood this better than Machiavelli. In this video, we'll dive into the Machiavellian method of awakening real, raw, uncontrollable sexual desire in a woman, not through lies, not through begging, but through strategy, mystery, and masculine control. Let's begin. The first mistake most men make? They think sexual desire is something you earn by being patient, by being available, by being nice. But the truth is, desire is not earned. It's awakened. It's provoked. And what awakens it is not how much you give, but how much she wants to get from you and can't quite reach. Machiavelli once said, "He who becomes predictable becomes weak." Most men become an open book far too early. They reveal their intentions, their feelings, their plans, and in doing so, they kill mystery. Predictability kills curiosity, and curiosity is the first step toward emotional obsession. If she knows everything about you within the first two conversations, there's no chase, no tension, no spark. Your goal isn't to deceive, your goal is to strategically hold back. Let her wonder. Let her ask, what's he really thinking? Is he into me or not? Why do I feel drawn to him even though he's not giving me much? That is how you become unforgettable. You don't have to be loud. You don't need big muscles or flashy status symbols. What women crave at their core is a man who's emotionally centered. Machiavelli believed in strength through self-discipline. So when she plays hard to get, when she takes hours to reply, when she throws emotional jabs, the average man reacts. He chases, he panics, but you remain calm, detached, grounded. That subtle unreactiveness, it tells her, you are not the center of my world, my mission is. And ironically, that's when you become the center of hers. Here's a secret most men never hear. You don't seduce a woman's body first. You seduce her mind. Most men go straight for compliments. You're gorgeous. You're so hot. But Machiavellian seduction is subtle, psychological, controlled. It's in the look that lasts half a second too long. It's in the way you speak, slow, confident, full of calm tension. It's in the silences that make her heartbeat rise. Let your presence raise the temperature, not your words. The moment she starts fantasizing about you, the battle is already won. Here's what Machiavelli warned. Too much generosity without merit leads to contempt. Applied to seduction? If you're always available, always giving, always ready to please, she won't value you. Why? Because humans don't chase what's easy. We chase what's just out of reach. Don't offer your time, attention, or validation freely. Let her feel she must earn it. When you pull back slightly, when you create just a bit of distance, she doesn't feel rejected. She feels the challenge, and that triggers desire. This is where most men lose the game. They give up their purpose to pursue her. They cancel plans. They drop their gym session. They chase her moods, her availability, her attention. But Machiavelli knew, he who puts a woman before his purpose loses both. Your work, your growth, your direction must come first. Why? Because women are drawn to men who are already going somewhere. Men who move with intent, not for her, but for themselves. If she wants to join that journey, she must earn her seat. Sexual energy doesn't come from what's said, it comes from what's withheld. A Machiavellian man doesn't jump at the first flirt. He lets tension build. When she touches your arm, when she leans in closer, don't respond like every other man. Respond with deliberate restraint. Let her feel there's more to unlock. That your attention, your touch is a reward, not a given. This restraint creates tension, and tension is the oxygen of desire. Here's a psychological fact. The brain craves unpredictable rewards more than guaranteed ones. If you're always texting first, always initiating physical contact, always giving her what she wants on her terms, she won't crave you. But if your energy is occasionally intense, then absent, present, then mysteriously distant, her brain will become addicted to figuring you out. That is the cycle of obsession. Even the most innocent women carry hidden desires, fantasies they don't speak of but feel. You don't need to act them out. You need to symbolize them. Be the man who can be dangerous but chooses not to be. With her. Be the calm leader, but let your eyes speak of fire beneath the surface. When a woman can project her fantasy self onto you, you become unforgettable because you represent her unexplored desire. The average man lives by feeling. If he likes her, he says it. If she pulls away, he panics. But a Machiavellian man, he moves by strategy, not emotion. He reads energy. He understands that attraction is not constant, it's dynamic. He doesn't beg for attention. He commands it silently. You don't need to lie. You don't need to manipulate. But if you want to awaken a woman's true desire, you must stop playing by the rules that were designed to keep you weak. Machiavelli's lesson is simple. In desire, as in power, those who control perception control everything. So become the man who doesn't give himself away too easily. The man who speaks little, but whose presence says everything. Be the man she can't figure out, and she will never forget you. Let's go deeper. Desire is not just about sex. It's not just about how you look or what you say. It's a war between two forces inside her conscious standards and her unconscious instincts. Her logical mind may tell her, he's too mysterious. He's not showing enough interest. He should be more open. But her body, her subconscious, her ancient feminine wiring, that part is whispering something very different. It's saying, this man is rare. This man is dangerous, in a beautiful way. I want to understand him. I want to feel him. I want to unlock him. And the more you don't hand yourself over like every other man, the more she feels that tension between what she's used to and what she craves but cannot name. This is not manipulation. It's mastery. Because you're not tricking her, you're awakening the parts of her that want to be awakened. The raw, feminine, instinctual desire that modern men no longer know how to activate. Here's the hard truth. Most men will never master this. Not because they can't, but because they're scared to stop begging for affection. They're scared to stop being nice even when it kills attraction. They confuse weakness with kindness. They confuse passivity with respect. They confuse comfort with connection. But a man who learns to be warm without being submissive, mysterious without being cold, decisive without being controlling, that man becomes a force of nature. He doesn't need to impress. He doesn't need to ask for validation, because his very presence moves people. And a woman, she will feel it before she understands it. What kind of man do you want to be? The one she forgets after a few dates? Or the one whose silence lingers in her mind for weeks? The one who confesses too soon and chases too much? Or the one who sits across from her in calm tension, making her feel more alive than anyone else? The truth is this. Women don't fall in love with men they fully understand. They fall for the ones who awaken something inside them. Be that man. Let her chase the fire in your eyes. Let her wonder about the world behind your stillness. Let her feel, deep in her bones, that you're not like the rest. Because the man who learns to walk the line between power and presence, mystery and warmth, distance and connection, that man doesn't ask for desire. He becomes its source.